When somebody tells me they don't vote, I have a really hard time understanding. It's like, why would you not vote?
There's friends of mine that they say they don't vote, and I ask them why.
You're giving up one of your #1 freedoms.
I'd hate to envision a world where we couldn't vote and we had no options or choices.
Voting. It's a tried and true American tradition. 50 to 60% of us do it every election. That means that half of us stay home and let others decide for us.
I vote because I feel lucky to be in a country where I can vote.
My ancestors died for the right to vote, and I feel it's my duty to honor the...
I vote because a lot of people in our history have fought hard, and I feel it's my civic duty.
I vote because I believe in this country. I'm a Vietnam vet, and I like to make a difference.
A lot of people paid the price for me and you to be able to go to the polls, flip a switch, punch a card.
Here are some of the rights and benefits that unions have won over the years. Some they win at the bargaining table. Many improve the lives not just of union members, but of all workers. And these they win with the support from politicians who care about the issues of working people. Look at where the candidates stand on the issues that impact you and your ability to make a good living in the construction industry. These days, an increasing number of states are being governed by politicians who just want to bust unions. Since 2012, these states have passed what's called right-to-work laws, which effectively undercut unions' negotiating power and their political power. Politicians in these states have voted to end the prevailing wage, undermining good construction union wages.
Policy that affects us as working people comes through legislation, comes through, some initiative that some, local supervisor is putting forth or some, state representative is putting forth.
People say vote your pocketbook, and if I don't have a job, then I can't provide for my kid.
I vote because of labor issues, for jobs, for education. I have 3 sons. So education is very important.
Closer to home, obviously, my job, I care about a candidate that's going to support union work because that keeps me working every day.
Prevailing wage and making sure we get a fair wage for the amount of work that we do and the things that we do.
Women's and workers' rights, as a woman in this trade, it's definitely something I'm very concerned about.
And the reason why I vote, I fight for my rights and I fight for the working environment, health care.
Who's going to really work for the people? Who's going to really work for our country? I want to build jobs, I want lesser taxes, I want the people to have a say.
Some people say that elections don't matter and that all the candidates are the same. Does voting make a difference?
It's not about you, it's about your family, your grandkids, their kids, because what we do today is going to affect them tomorrow.
What inspires me to vote is having a job. I think having a job is paramount to being able to raise a family.
As a citizen, you have a right to vote. If you don't vote, you lost your voice and people can't hear you. Go out and vote, and you vote for your right, vote for your family, vote for your future.
They all make a difference. If we didn't show up, that means you'd be voting for me.
You can't always win, but if you don't try, then it means nothing.
Because if we don't vote, our voice is not heard.
And I want to make sure that my vote goes towards a politician that has my best interest at heart, my union benefits, all my rights.
If you don't vote, you can't be counted. So everybody that votes, it makes a difference.
Anybody who wants to have an opinion, who wants to voice their opinion to other people, they need to go vote or they need to shut their mouths.
I'm a union iron worker, and I think that it's important that we have a voice out there and to make sure that it's heard.
You don't have room to complain if you don't at least go out and vote.
You want to vote, it's a right. A lot of people in this world don't have that right.
Don't give up your power. Members of your union are assessing which candidates will support worker and union issues and who will oppose. Research the candidates and the propositions. And most importantly, go vote.
I vote every election.
Every election.
Every election.
Every time.
I vote every time.
I vote every election.
Every time.